Hey everyone, Connor here, your host of this new show, MaineLife Off Season. We're so excited that you'll be joining us on this amazing journey where we're going to take you to some places around the state that are traditionally known as summer and fall tourist destinations, but we want to see what life is like in the wintertime. We want to uncover the importance of community as locals invite us into their Maine lives during the off season.
We're really fortunate as a small town to have really nice archives, a research library, and just welcome people to come in anytime.
The school really is the lifeblood of the community. The island's survival depends on the school.
Throughout the winter, we spend time working on little bits and pieces here and there to always make the farm a little bit better for next year.
We know these people and we like them, and really after just a couple years we trust them quite a bit.
So you're probably wondering, what are we doing on a ferry? Well, we just left Rockland and we're heading over to our first stop of the season, North Haven, a beautiful island where we have an amazing day planned. But first, we couldn't get ready for this day or the rest of our Maine adventures this winter without the help of our friends from Rennie's.
Hi, I'm John Rennie. Thanks for joining us on MaineLife Off Season. I hope you enjoy this Maine adventure. Well, you know, I think the secret is that we live here, so we know what you need. So we have things that people in Maine need because we live here too and we need them. So I think that makes it very special for us.
All right, everyone, we made it over to North Haven on the ferry. Before we go learn about the town's history at the Historical Society, we're going to go into the Waterman Community Center and meet Lisa Shields, who's going to be so gracious to host us on the island tonight. Well, Lisa, it's great to meet you. We just had a nice little ferry ride over from Rockland. It's actually my first time on the island here, and what a perfect day to be here.
It is a gorgeous day, and I'm glad you're here.
Well, I mean, it seems like a great time to be out here. It's obviously peaceful and quiet compared to the summertime, and that's really what we wanted to see. It's kind of how people like yourself, who you've lived here for how long?
50 years.
50 years.
50,
wow.
yep.
That's incredible.
So the funny thing is that a lot of people think that, okay, everybody goes to sleep in the wintertime. This is our busiest time of year.
Really?
This is when we go to meetings. We trip over each other at various organizations, nonprofit organizations, so we are extremely busy this time of year.
That's good to hear. And we talked to some folks on the boat coming over, and one guy was coming over from Camden to do some work on trees out here and stuff. So it seems like, yeah, just because it's wintertime, people aren't thinking to come out here and visit, so to speak. You know, you guys aren't slowing down at all.
Oh no, we're speeding up.
That's good. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to learn more about the history of the island in just a little bit with Lydia over at the Historical Society, and then we're going to catch back up with you later tonight.
Right, because we're going to a potluck.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
John, are you excited for that? Yeah, he's shaking his head. He's excited. So
Good.
We'll see you then.
Okay.
Cheers to North Haven.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome to the North Haven Historical Society. My name is Lydia Brown. I'm the executive director here. The North Haven Historical Society was founded in 1976. Right now we're an archives and museum. The museum's open in the summer, and then the archives is open year-round. We're really fortunate as a small town to have really nice archives, a research library, and just welcome people to come in anytime. Background history of this island. North Haven, as I said, has been homeland to the Wabanaki for thousands of years. English and Europeans showed up, English, Scottish, Europeans showed up in the 1760s, and then we were a town with Vinyl Haven, an island next door, until 1846 when North Haven made its own town. And then, there's a whole community of summer visitors that started coming in the 1890s, and islanders that have been fishermen and farmers and boat builders and, cleaned houses and cooked and really tried to balance a whole bunch of different livelihoods in order to make it work to live here. This archives was built in 2008 and really came about a group of people, islanders, that really wanted to have a safe space that was climate controlled, where items could be stored and could be a place where people could come and do research. And we're right next door to the school, so we have a good relationship with them too. And it's where people that live here, people that move here, visit here, can come and learn more about this place. The winter's a chance for us to take care and focus our energy on things that might not get our attention during the busy visiting time. So really being able to take care of our collections, really being able to try to reach out to the school, reach out to community members and get them to come in and learn more about this place that they call home. We have a couple of great volunteer archivists who come in once a week, and they're really taking care of anytime somebody donates an item to make sure it has the right information with it and is stored in the right way. And then our events are mostly sort of spring through fall, but definitely welcome people to come in here any time of the year. And really, that's been my goal since I became a director, is to just make this place feel as accessible to anybody that wants to come in here. One of the recent things that the North Haven Historical Society did was a whole focus on schools on the island over time, from these little, one-room schoolhouses that were all over the island to the K through 12 school that we have now that's just next door to us, and that is the smallest public K through 12 school in the state. It's really, having a school on an island for us, for our community, is really vital to people, families living here, people staying here to work here, and it's really critical to keep that school going. Thanks so much for coming by the North Haven Historical Society, and next time you're on the island, please come and visit.
Welcome back, everyone, from the Historical Society now to the community school. Lydia told us it's the smallest K through 12 school in the entire state of Maine. Let's go check it out.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sean Johnson. I'm the principal of North Haven Community School. Welcome. So we serve just the North Haven community. We're a school and a district unto ourselves. So, we have our own superintendent, and then we have this building that serves the entire K-12 school population. Enrollment has shifted over the last several decades, but we now currently enroll 47 students. That affords us the opportunity to do all sorts of interesting things, tailoring the students' program to their actual interests and passions. The teachers get to know the kids one-to-one as individuals. You can't get that kind of experience in these larger schools. Teachers can differentiate almost everything that they do, sort of leveraging what the students are interested in to teach them math, to teach them reading. And then with the staff members that we have, we're able to constantly communicate and collaborate and try to study similar things through multiple domains. And then beyond that, being small as we are, we have tremendous community support, a lot of community involvement, and that's a big deal too. In the past and in the next several years, we're going to focus a lot on our magnet program so that we can attract students from sending schools throughout Maine if they want a unique, interesting, highly individualized educational experience. They can come out here and spend the semester or the year with us.
So Sean, you're new to this role here at North Haven Community School.
I am, not just new to the role, but new to the entire community. I just moved here from Washington, D.C. in August.
Wow.
Yep.
That's great. What a jump that is. I mean, that's as urban as it gets, and you're here on North Haven, Maine. How did that happen?
I wish I knew the full answer, but I can tell you, definitely looking for a change, looking for a different lifestyle. I got to say the commute's much better. Used to, anywhere take an hour and a half to get anywhere. So it was the right time in my life, my spouse's life, to really look for something different, and that's how we're here.
Welcome to Maine.
Thank you very much. Community here at North Haven is highly supportive of the school, because some of the things that I've learned in the few months that I've been here being a new person is the school really is the lifeblood of the community. And I've heard to the extreme case where the island's survival depends on the school. We have a really interesting dynamic here because North Haven is a tourist destination, and so the population swells over the summer, and then you have a year-round population that's much smaller. And of course, the year-round population, they have families and they need a school for their kids to become educated. And so really our success is tied to theirs and vice versa. So it's really sort of this symbiotic relationship. And so a lot of what we do feeds right into that. Thank you so much for joining us here on the island. We hope you enjoyed your time here and would love to see you come back again soon.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
Let's go, I can't wait. This is my kind of holiday.
One thing our customers really love is our famous jingle. Rennie's, a Maine adventure. Well, we got this done quite a few years ago, and we found out when we were having it done that you actually, to get something that sticks in people's minds, if you know a piano, you have white keys and you have dark keys. It's on the dark keys, which are actually the sharps and flats. We have people sing it all the time on camera for us. We have groups do it. We have all kinds of, we have people calling us all the time saying, my granddaughter does such a good job on this song. Can we do that? I said, yeah.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I've been with Rennie's for 15 years as a buyer. My favorite part about working at Rennie's, as a buyer anyways, is finding deals for the customers. You never know what you're going to find when you come to Rennie's, and as a buyer, that's what we're always looking for, that deal, that unique item. It's fun. It's exciting. Like Mr. Rennie always used to say, thank you for shopping Rennie's.
Our mission here at Aristol is exactly as our tagline says. It is to help women love what's underneath. Not only the garments and the pieces that they're putting on their body, but the body that they're putting it on. There is nothing more satisfying than when we are working with a woman and she is trying on lingerie for perhaps the first time, whether she's looking for something that's comfortable, something that's beautiful, or maybe something that's a little fun. To see her face light up in the fitting room, that is so worth it.
Are you thinking of selling your Maine home? I'm Charlene Hemuka, president of Harcourt's Waterfront and Fine Properties.
And I'm Ben Brady, president of Harcourt's North America. Harcourt's is one of the largest and oldest real estate companies in the world, specializing in traditional real estate solutions and also our luxury auction platform. That'll push your property all the way through Harcourt's North America and the world.
In addition to our extensive international network, we also provide innovative solutions to help prepare and sell your home. Give us a call today to see how simple success is with Harcourt's. Harcourt's, we're with you all the way.
Hi everyone, welcome to Turner Farm. We're an organic farm here on North Haven Island. Turner Farm is an organic vegetable farm. We also have pasture-raised pigs and cows. We grow vegetables year-round. Most of our production is happening in the summer. We grow on about 3 acres of land, producing a wide variety of market vegetables. And then in the winter, we grow in our structured greenhouse spaces, and we grow all sorts of delicious winter greens, root vegetables like carrots and beets, and spicy greens like arugula and spinach. Often one of the questions I get from visitors in the summer is, what do you do in the winter? And there's always something to be done on the farm. All of the vegetable beds that are outside that we're growing in, after we're done harvesting, we are amending or cover cropping or getting ready for the following season. We're taking in all sorts of irrigation equipment and really working through figuring out where we're at for the season, what we need to do for next year. What is our crop plan going to look like? What are we growing? Where we're growing it? How do we rotate things? And then we have the animals to take care of. So there's always animals to feed and water and eggs to collect from the chickens. And then there's a building project or some other sort of maintenance projects that always seem to pop up. And so throughout the winter, we spend time working on little bits and pieces here and there to always make the farm a little bit better for next year.
So Ben, we're in the greenhouse. These are some of the greens that you were talking about that you guys grow in the winter. What do we have here?
So we have arugula growing on the far side there. We have 2 beds of carrots right here. These carrots are so super sweet. They grow really slow, so in the spring, they're like the best carrot you'll ever eat.
So I can't try one right now.
They would be a baby carrot if you
baby
did.
carrot, okay.
Right. We have some rainbow chard that's growing over here. We actually have that being mulched by some seaweed that we got off our beach.
I noticed that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That has some good minerals and some...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's really great for the soil, and it also helps a little bit with pest control.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then there's kale and beets on the ends. And the beets we actually grow for the beet greens. Beet greens are something that quite a few people in our community love to eat.
Yeah.
Full of nutrients, and then you get some little baby beets as well.
Awesome.
So,
How often are you guys harvesting these greens?
Yeah, so these greens are for later in the season. So we'll be harvesting weekly to sell to the community. It's a pretty small community, so just a few things here and there, and we'll keep harvesting from this all the way through March.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that if you go out to a restaurant here when they open back up, that your greens and your guys' products are going to be found on the table.
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
It's really nice to have a space like this to grow for the island residents year-round to enjoy a lot of greens and winter produce. And then in the summer, we're able to provide items for Calderwood Hall and Nebo Lodge and all of the events that we have out here on the farm. All of that produce is being enjoyed by visitors all summer long. Thanks for coming to visit Turner Farm. To learn more about what we do, check out our website, and maybe we'll see you in the warmer months.
One of the other things I really like to do, and I can do it year-round, is drive around in one of my tractors. And I plow snow in the wintertime, I take care of our dirt roads, I've got all kinds of implements I can put on, and that really is a really fun time for me, to get away from this for a little bit and just have some fun out in the old Kubota.
Winter is finally here. Jaeger from Berlin City, and during the off season I love to pack my new passport with all the gear and the kids in the back and head outdoors. Happy adventuring!
Welcome back, everyone. We're here again with our new friend, Lisa Shields. Lisa, we're coming from Turner Farm, where we met up with Ben and learned a little bit more about what they do. And now we're going to end the night and the day, really, in true island fashion with a good old potluck.
Good old potluck, and you will get some good food and good company.
Well, I'm excited. Let's go inside. We got our wine.
We got our wine, we
All
got
right.
our food. Hi, everybody.
Hey!
I want you to meet Connor.
How's it going, everybody? Nice to meet everyone. Thank you. Thank you. We brought some wine. Hope you guys like Pinot Grigio. All right. We'll put it on the table then. Perfect.
And there.
Oh, it's chilly out there. It's good to be in here. It's so warm and toasty.
So,
Yeah.
Connor, Kathy, Joe, Nan, Linda, Dave, Nancy, Bridget, Bruce, Sandy, Kim.
All right, here we go. Ready? I'm just kidding. I wouldn't remember that.
You know, having grown up on North Haven all my life, I didn't know how special North Haven was until I went away to college for 2 years and then kind of got homesick and came home and started looking at it with different eyes. And then I was like, oh, it is kind of special. You know, I was 18. I was never going to live on this rock. My favorite part of living on North Haven probably is, other than that my family and my children and my grandchildren are nearby, is the natural beauty. I never get tired of it. It's beautiful. You can drive around this island and look over at the Camden Hills in the morning, and it will look one way, and you drive around and you look at it in the afternoon, and it's different. So to me, it's not the same. It's not like, it's different. And I love being outside.
Surprisingly, my favorite part of living on this island is the sense of community. We're from away, we're new, and there was no guarantee when we came here that people would open up to us, like us, invite us into their homes, and yet they did. So there's a sense of camaraderie, of friendship, that I really wouldn't have expected. We came from Southern California, of all places, where we live midway between Los Angeles and San Diego, and in that gap there are 18 million people. Well, maybe you get to know your neighbors, but the odds are you're not going to get to know them well. There's a much better shot of that here. We know these people and we like them, and really after just a couple years we trust them quite a bit.
Connor and Johnny, we're really glad you came to North Haven. I hope you had a good day.
We had an amazing day, and I just want to thank each and every one of you year-rounders, as you call yourselves, for welcoming us onto the island to show us what it's like to live like a local, and cheers to a great winter ahead.
Here's to our hosts, Kathy and Dave, Connor and Johnny.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of MaineLife Off-Season. Thanks so much for tuning in, and a huge thank you to our presenting sponsor, Rennie's. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Places and Spaces Maine, or on Facebook at MaineLife Media. And of course, be sure to tune in next week for another Maine adventure. So we're here at Rennie's in Gardner, and before we get to North Haven, and before we gear up on the rest, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm astonished that you haven't been here before, growing up in Rockland, for heaven's sakes.
I know, it's pretty bad, yeah. Don't tell the viewers that. So Ben, is it okay to call you Ben?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a second, I was like, wow, he said Benjamin. So I can't try one right now.
I mean, there would be a baby carrot.
A baby carrot,
right,
okay.
Right.
Well, cheers, we got our wine. Let's head inside.
Let's head.
All right, perfect. That'll be great. Oh, Lisa, that was just a practice run. I'm sorry. That was like earlier how we went through it, yes.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. I thought you were kind of just walking like, and then you kept going, and I'm like, oh, I think she actually thought that was the take. I want to thank each and every one of you year-rounders, as you called yourselves, for welcome us. All right. We had an amazing day, and we got a little sense of what it means to be a year-rounder, as all you folks are. I know there's no off-season, as you guys told us, so
Just cut right there.